Nintendo 2 vlog.
We're gonna see the fucking hype about this shit. Dude, we're going to Best Buy. I feel like a loser because you got all these fucking kids and they want to get it. Alright, I wonder if I get to own these or they will just brick my shit. Bro, all that shit people be talking on the internet, including myself for this YouTube video, bro, they're sold out.
But hey, at least I got this one.
At least no one saw that. Anywho, I came for Best Buy for one thing, to look out computers. We're gonna look up, what? Alright, I'm gonna come out of the fucking closet, no homosexual style. Goddamn, I haven't made a video in almost 2 weeks and all that stuff, and sorry for the lack of videos that I haven't been weekly fucking pumping. I was trying to enjoy a vacation, and I was, vacationing with my family, so, yeah, if you can't understand that perspective, well, I don't know what to tell you. But I do know what to tell you. Nintendo don't got any fucking games, man! Besides the new fucking Mario Kart and the Donkey Kong that they previewed before the thing even came out, let's just say this is the most disappointing fucking piece of hardware or handheld that could really have fucking, good, ties with it, I guess. And what do I mean by that, man? Well, if the disclosure agreement thing didn't fucking say, hey, you have the license to play it, but not to own it. So that's the first thing we're going to kick off with this video for today. Yeah, isn't that really a piece of shit move? Like, seriously. And I know this video is like some random fucking schizo thing. But the reason why I originally wanted to talk about this video is because my worker friends, quote unquote, said fucking the Nintendo Switch 2 is better than the Steam Deck. See, they were fucking with me at first until we had a discussion about it. You know what I mean? Once we had a discussion about it, shit got fucking heated. Like, it didn't get fucking heated, but it's like, they were saying, but you can play Cyberpunk on it. But you can play fucking Elden Ring on it. You can fucking play fucking furry girlfriend roleplay on it. And those are all good fucking games, but at the same time, why the fuck do you need a Nintendo Switch 2 to play those goddamn games? The fucking Cyberpunk has been out since 2020, man. You could have bought like a gaming laptop, a fucking Xbox, PlayStation to play any of those. Why the fuck did you have to wait 5 years to play fucking Cyberpunk on a handheld? Or better yet, since this is a fucking Switch 2 versus Steam Deck deal, how come you didn't buy a fucking Steam Deck back in 2023? To 2022, of course. Listen, I know I'm yelling and all this bullshit, but it's like, I am so fucking passionate about handheld gaming stuff, or just tech in general. And when people don't know their fucking tech, it pisses me off. So I like to say, yes, the Nintendo Switch, tech-wise, does have fucking better specs versus the Steam Deck, woo woo woo. But at the same time, some of those specs are fucking questionable, and it's not only that. The Steam Deck relies on old hardware because it runs off of Linux. If you guys don't know what Linux is, well, I'm going to direct you to PewDiePie's video because I don't feel like explaining, if I had to explain Linux, this whole video would be about fucking Linux more than what I'm trying to put out. But yeah, Linux can basically code and run anything. Like, if you got a Steam Deck, you don't have to specifically play Steam games. You can fucking code it to fucking do whatever you want. Like, dude, if Ukraine soldiers can use the Steam Deck to fucking code turrets or whatever the fuck and shoot out of turrets, I think the Steam Deck wins all fucking arguments or discussions when it has to come to any other handheld. And yes, I'm looking at you, ROG Ally X, that I own and play Black Ops 6 off of. But I just love handhelds in general. But Zane Peep, what's the difference about the fucking the Nintendo handheld that you're trying to fucking say so far? Well, the difference is you don't fucking own it. Yeah, that's right. You have the license to play it. But if you want to, I don't know. Okay, a couple of examples because I'm kind of all over with this topic. But Nintendo will brick your system. Remember in the beginning of the video, I made a slight joke right there saying, will I own my shit or will they just brick me? So what is bricking? What is the term bricking? Well, this is the term bricking for me and what I learned off of fucking Mutahar, off of Ordinary Gamers. if you try to upgrade the SSD or try to modify it in any way, which is take the Joy-Cons out and replace the Joy-Cons with better fucking Joy-Cons to your liking, or let's just say, God for fucking bid, you crack the fucking screen and you need a screen replacement, right? Nintendo headquarters will literally be like, oh, he's trying to modify his fucking Nintendo Switch 2 to make it more powerful, or he's just trying to hack something in it. So let's brick him. Let's lock him out of the console that he paid $450 fucking bucks for, plus an $80 fucking Donkey Kong game, which kind of sounds good. I ain't gonna lie. But Zane, Peep, go back to the part where you were talking about the specs. I mean, the tech is better in the Nintendo Switch 2. You can play games at 120 FPS and all that stuff. Newsflash, because you're fucking pretty much like, what, 3 years late? Maybe 4 years? I don't know. I know it's been 3 years since this goddamn thing came out. The Steam Deck. The Holy Grail. The why I love fucking gaming and stuff like that. Why I sold my fucking Xbox and PlayStation 5. Okay. You can hit 90 frames per second on the Steam Deck or higher, depending on the game that you are playing, of course. Right? And you can reach 120 FPS docked to a monitor on the Steam Deck. So I think you kind of lose the argument of the fucking 120 FPS. And why are you guys pretending that they're not gonna fucking come back with the Steam Deck 2 that will probably totally shit on the Nintendo Switch 2? Not sales-wise, just tech-wise and how the console is and all that stuff. Because I ain't gonna lie. There's no other person that hates Nintendo the most is Nintendo. Nintendo hates their fucking fans. I don't know if that made sense, what I just said earlier, but hopefully. I'm a little bit acoustic. Like, for an example, Nintendo will break into your fucking house, kill your fucking puppy, light your house on fire, steal your fucking car, and spit in your face, and fucking... and people will still buy Nintendo, man. It's insane to me how loyal of a fucking fan base that they have. But I like to say Steam users can be loyal as well, or Steam Deck users at this point. But yes, what I was talking about before I ranted about that was the tech. So the Steam Deck, right? It has like a custom AMD GPU processor or some shit, or just processor, whatever the fuck you tech nerds want to fucking correct me on. AMD processors are really good. Really fucking good, especially if you got a old AMD processor. They're really good with handling Linux games. Like, seriously, it is fucking criminal. Imagine you fucking bought a RTX 490 or some shit, and you're probably playing your games on 150 FPS, or maybe a little higher than a Steam Deck. But it's like, imagine you spent a bag on that, like $2,000 for a PC with RTX 490, right? That's pretty fucking pricey. And I'm not comparing to an old fucking AMD processor. Oh, well, kind of, because, again, it's criminal. And this is how Windows works, right? Windows fucking sucks, by the way. So, thing is this. To achieve 100 FPS on Windows and all that stuff, you got to buy, like, a fucking $500 RTX or flat out just, you know, replace your PC. But with the Steam Deck, it doesn't rely on drivers, updates. It doesn't rely on, it doesn't rely on shit except for maybe battery and just don't fucking break it somehow. But yeah, it runs off of a old AMD processor because, again, if it runs off Linux, old tech is probably your best way to go, or old processors, or maybe newer processors. Newer AMD processors will probably work fucking wonders on this thing. But a old AMD processor is willing to bless this fucking thing with, you can play Oblivion at like 30, 40 FPS. But that's a newer game. To be fair, the Steam Deck isn't really made for AAA, AAA titles and all that shit. But you can still play them, and it amazes me. And I don't care if I'm playing it at 30 frames or 40 frames or 50 frames. Some games do, like Metro, the new Metro. Well, I call it the new Metro because I've been playing it. I never played it, but it's the Metro game from 2019. I recently beat the other Metros, 2033, whatever the fuck. But I am getting on my Steam Deck when I'm playing Metro. Like, this is the FPS, right, that I'm getting off Metro. The 2019 one. Fucking, I'm getting 70 to 60 FPS. That is fucking amazing. To me, at least. I don't know. To me, that's fucking wild. Because on my Xbox, it probably won't pull fucking even 60. It'll probably pull like fucking 30 FPS. Xbox runs like shit. But Zane Peep, you're just yapping too much. And plus, you're going hella off topic for your ADHD ass to even understand the comprehension of this video. I think I'm going to log off. Well, before you do, asshole, I'm going to show you a clip real quick of how fucking deluded and extremely loyal that these Nintendo boys get. If I could have guessed, this is an average 30-year-old Nintendo fan or 40-year-old millennial, some shit. Anywho, roll the clip.
If use goes to the Nintendo Switch 2, get more out of it. It's a little bit more complicated to use, and sometimes you just don't know if a game is going to work on the Steam Deck.
If you didn't die inside a little bit, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I believe the Nintendo Switch because I have played it before when my aunt used to be around this earth. I remember she owned a Nintendo Switch. I thought it was a cool concept. I played, Overwatch on it? Overwatch 2? And holy shit. I don't know if Overwatch 2 came out around that time. It might have just been regular Overwatch. But I was playing Overwatch on it, and I was fucking mind blown, man. Like, you can do this on a tiny handheld, but the battery sucked. It died in like an hour or some shit. But I like to say, I can probably understand his point a little bit. Yes, the Nintendo Switch is extremely easy to use. And thus, I think the Steam Deck, arguably, is the easiest to use as well. But there are going to be times where you want to look at the PC side of the Steam Deck, aka Linux. And most people don't know how to boot to desktop mode. Well, I'll teach you real quick if you don't know. I'm kidding, I'm not doing that. But I am saying it is extremely easy to use out of the box for both devices, I'm assuming, right? But when you're going to shit like desktop mode for the fucking Steam Deck, or you want to do extra shit for it, customize your homepage and all that, you got to look up a couple of YouTube videos because you're not going to learn that on your own, and shit will get a little complicated. So I guess I can agree with his statement, but I think it's both relatively easy out of the box. I think it should be a tie, to be honest with you. But let's keep going.
Games. Now the Steam Deck has access to the Steam library and emulation. However, it doesn't have Mario Kart World, so this goes to Nintendo Switch.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's joking after that. And this is when I really got to criticize his video right here. Games? You're telling me the Nintendo Switch 2 wins the fucking handheld debate because of games? Brother, it's a Steam Deck. If you buy, even if you do buy a gaming PC, you're gonna be downloading most likely Steam, which has like millions, no, fuck that, trillions of games. What kind of fucking mushrooms are you taking to fucking just tell yourself, oh yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 is better because of the games? Like, don't get me wrong, the exclusives are fire, bro. I remember enjoying Nintendo, Mario, and all this shit when I learned when you can emulate them, right? It got better. And guess what? You can emulate Switch games on the Steam Deck. So it's kind of like a Nintendo Switch in a way. In a big fucking way. Especially if you got an OLED. But I just can't believe that fucking statement. Games? Bitch, I can play fucking GTA 5. GTA 4 with mods. I can play Skyrim with mods. I can play BO3 with mods. I can play newer games like Expedition 33. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, hopefully. I can play the new Oblivion. It might not be perfect because it runs on 30 fucking FPS to 35, but it's good. It's good enough. I can play No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is actually fucking free, or not free. It's actually on sale, probably, as we speak. Borderlands 2 is free right now, on Steam. What the fuck are you talking about? Games! And sorry if I'm a little bit too excited, but that's the main thing I wanted to talk about in this fucking video. What the fuck kind of crack are you smoking? Games, man. Games. Out of every company, I'm going to suck fucking Gaben off real quick. Out of every company I have ever fucking purchased anything off of, anything, I probably, most definitely, saved the most money when it has to come to Steam and buying their games on their platform because of their incredible fucking sales. And that's something I also want to touch up on. Sales for Nintendo. They never fucking happen. They will only happen if you're buying it off some fucking creepy fat guy with a fucking neck beard on eBay. Or if you go to Best Buy, there might be a game for sale. I don't really check Best Buy sales at all. But on their digital platform, Nintendo, right? Because they sell games digitally. And most are going to buy it digitally. Because who the fuck is going to buy their little cartridges and all that shit and put it in a glass jar and come in it and sit on it? Nobody. Thing is this. They never go on sale in their digital platform. Same thing for Xbox, PlayStation, and yada yada bullshit. Same thing for EA. Same thing for Ubisoft. But to say in the peep, the Xbox actually has good sales for this game is $50 and it's a $5 now because of discount. And the PlayStation 4, Detroit Become Human and all that stuff, or PlayStation 5 as well. You can get the game instead of $50 to $60. You can buy it for 10. What is wrong with that? Well, before I left fucking PlayStation, Xbox, what I mean left, I mean sold my shit. Xbox does not do, listen, I've been playing Xbox since fucking I was a fetus. I came out of the womb. I was born in 2003, man. I'm, dude, I was playing Xbox probably 2008, 2009 when I was serious with it when I was a kid. And let me tell you, games on Xbox do not go on sale. Physical copies go on sale at video game stores. Yeah. But digitally, they barely go on sale. Steam, though, on the other hand, always has a sale going on. Dude, they're doing a fucking Borderlands sale, and you can get a free Borderlands game. Borderlands 2. That's fucking cool. And I'm actually pissed that happened because I bought it for a low price of $5 when it was on sale, but I wish I got it for free and didn't spend any of the money. But hey, is it better than spending 30 to maybe 50 fucking bucks on the game? Yeah. And I think that's something I should really talk about too. Prices. Listen, I know I've been everywhere on this fucking video, and it feels like I'm mostly attacking Nintendo fans or whatever, but I am going to criticize Steam a little bit and all that stuff. Some people bitch about the paid partner program, and some people think it's not fair, but it's probably the most fair out of all fucking video game companies out there. Actually, I'm going to link down in the description Ackman's criticism on Steam, because I'm not going to pretend like they're all fucking good and all that stuff. They do have criticisms, but it's not as bad as Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, and Microsoft, because we hate Windows. But at the same time, I never seen a company like Valve or Steam do this for people. They really are about the people. Gaben doesn't make money from his Steam Deck. He undersells the fuck out of his Steam Deck or whatever the fuck he's selling on Steam. But they're going to make the money back off their Steam store. That's what's so fucking genius about the Steam Deck, man. And it's not only that, I just haven't seen such a Robin Hood of the fucking industry in my life. Gaben knows he's sitting on billions of fucking dollars. But instead of being greedy and raising the prices up, well, the prices have been up a little bit on Steam, but they'll go on sale eventually, so it doesn't fucking matter. But the thing is this, they're not fucking greedy. They're not asking more out of people like Xbox, especially Xbox. Fuck you, Microsoft. They're just about games, they're about people, they're about community. And that's all I can really say about Steam, really. There's nothing really to talk shit about, in my opinion. And even if there are criticisms, those criticisms to me are probably so fucking little and tiny, it doesn't even matter. Like, they're not as bad as Microsoft or whatever. But I'm going to hop off dick for a minute, and I'm going to glaze the fuck out of the Steam Deck. And I'm going to give you reasons why to get it. Number 1, games. I mean, you're on the Steam store for an example, but you don't have to be on the Steam store. Like, I'm a big fan of Call of Duty Zombies, especially the old series, Black Ops 2 and all that shit. And if you want to, you can download Battle.net through the Steam Deck and play Black Ops 4 Zombies if you want to. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you were like, God damn it, I only need to play Steam shit, man. I can't go to other third party. Nope, you can do it. Oh yeah, and my other criticism of that clip I showed you where the guy said something about games and saying some shit like the Nintendo Switch wins. He even says in his own video, it's confusing or you just don't know what to really play on your Steam Deck. I kind of get what he's talking about, but at the same time, it's like, not really. The only problem with the Steam Deck, or Linux as a whole, is you can't play anti-cheat games. Xander Pip, what is the anti-cheat? Well, anti-cheat is pretty much like anti-cheating software to catch people that have been hacking games and stuff, like Call of Duty, GTA, Valorant. But do they work? No. Fuck no. You still see, like, I think kernel anti-cheat or anti-cheat in general is just the biggest fucking joke in the video game industry that we have ever seen in a while. We're probably fucking seen because, dude, whatchamacallit, people are still hacking Black Ops 6 or still hacking, like, Warzone. And they're spending probably millions of dollars on this anti-cheat or spending money on the anti-cheat to make it work. Like, what? A software that doesn't even fucking run or work well. Nice. Great job, Activision. You did well. But the only thing you can't really play is, like, you can play 95% of the games on Steam, on the Steam Deck, right? Even if it's not supported, you can play it flawlessly. Like the fucking Silent Hill 2. It's not supported on the Steam Deck, but I fucking pretty much beat it on the Steam Deck with no issues. It says, like, you can play older Call of Duties on it. Even the zombies, you can play modded Black Ops 3 Zombies, which is really fucking better than any zombies you would probably ever play. So the only problem is anti-cheat. It's not really a Valve issue, and it's not really a Linux issue. Game devs, or fucking Activision or anything, can activate this anti-cheat for fucking Linux to play Call of Duty on it anytime that they want to. They can do it right now as we speak. But they just hate Linux gamers. I mean, shit, Rockstar. They removed, right, GTA Online on the Steam Deck. It does say that GTA 5 is unplayable or not supported on the Steam Deck, but you can play the GTA 5 story just fine on the Steam Deck. The only thing is not supported, which is the multiplayer. You just can't play the multiplayer through the Steam Deck or on the Steam Deck. Which, again, just sucks. The only way you can really play these fucking games like Black Ops 6 or MW3, if you really want to, I don't think those games are all that, to be honest. They're just a copy and paste. They're just a reskin, dude. They're like the Far Cry series. A reskin of the last fucking game, except a little graphics difference. That's it. Or a little bit of a difference, and that's it. If you really want to play these games and stuff, you can download Linux on the Steam Deck. Like I said, you can do anything on the Steam Deck, including downloading Windows and malware, exe files if you wanted. Kidding, do not do that. But you can also dual boot through, like, to Linux to Windows on the Steam Deck. Valve has that kind of support for the Steam Deck, which is fucking awesome. And Black Ops 6 runs beautifully on the fucking Steam Deck, and it runs Modern Warfare 3, any new Call of Duty, even Vanguard, right? It runs it so fucking good. And it can't, like, I remember seeing a Reddit post saying like the Steam Deck probably can't handle Black Ops 6. Yes, it can. I played it so many times. So, conclusion of the video. I'm not going to tell you, the consumer, of what to buy and what not to buy. I'm just giving you reasons to, you know, the downsides of the console or maybe some upsides with it, which are really the exclusives on top of it. If you are just a Nintendo guy or whatever the fuck, you just own strictly consoles that Nintendo made, and plus games and stuff like that, then the Nintendo Switch is for you. And I think having third-party games like No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk and all this other shit is actually good for Nintendo fans, because Nintendo fans don't really get a lot of third-party fucking games that much, really. They only get exclusives, which, hey, that's what makes Nintendo special. They're exclusives. But if you like the Nintendo, cool. But if you're a guy that owns an Xbox, you own a PlayStation, or you own a fucking PC, but you want to play third-party games on the fucking Nintendo Switch, like No Man's Sky and the Call of Duty or Fortnite on it, you are stupid. You are stupid. Like, I can get exclusives, but Fortnite? That's like the dumbest fucking shit I ever heard. And yeah, and seeing videos of people waiting in line for the Nintendo Switch really brought nostalgia to my gamer fucking brain. So I can't hate on people for that. And I can't hate on people that are generally enjoying the Switch too. So I guess there was a positive outlook to this video that you didn't expect, huh? But what I'm not a fan of people talking shit about the Steam Deck recently and saying the Steam Deck can't handle these games like fucking Nintendo can. Does it really matter how we play Cyberpunk on the go? Does it really fucking matter without comparing which one is better? I'm trying to end the war if you can't tell of the console war. But I'm just fucking saying, does it really matter which game we really fucking play on a handheld? Like No Man's Sky. Does it really matter to play it on a Switch too? Does it? Just get a Steam Deck at that point. But yeah, my conclusion will still stand. If you enjoy it, if you're thinking about getting it, get it. Don't let this video make it seem like yada yada. But the downside, I have given you downsides of the console and stuff like that, and now you're aware of the downsides, that you can't really own it. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, if you got the last Switch, the Switch 1, and you have an account on the Switch 1, none of your games will transfer to your Switch 2 account. That's what I think, because a lot of people mention that as well. So, yeah, be aware of that as well. That also sucks. Hella. And if I somehow... I think this video was a fucking shit show, to be honest with you. Because it's me schizo rambling of something I like and don't like. But hey, if I somehow in a weird fucking way got you to get a Steam Deck or whatever the fuck, cool. But, Nintendo fans, stop acting fucking delusional. If a game is working perfectly fine on a Steam Deck and not perfectly fine on the Nintendo Switch, or it's the opposite, a game is working very well on the Nintendo Switch versus a Steam Deck, doesn't give you every right to go on Reddit, go on the internet, and fucking shitpost on people that enjoy the Steam Deck. I'm only doing this video is because people were, joking with me at work, but it, gave me an inspiration to make this video in the first place. And everywhere I look up on the internet, people are now shitting on the Steam Deck because, oh, it's older, it doesn't really work that well. Okay, the Steam Deck has old fucking hardware in it. Cool. Doesn't make it shitty. So, yeah. If you enjoy the Nintendo Switch 2 or you enjoy the Steam Deck, it doesn't matter which side you're on, in my opinion. Just let people enjoy what the fuck they love playing on. But I am going to complain about it. But, yeah. If you guys like this video and all that stuff, obviously subscribe. Leave a like or dislike. Also comment which console that you like. And also tell me, what did you order from the Taco Bell menu? Anyway, bye guys. Love you.